Welcome to Bears in Exile. Today is Wednesday, January 18th, and this is the market overview looking at the Dow, SPX, VIX, TNA, UUP, FXE, GLD, SLV, XOY, and GE. Okay, well, not at all what I was hoping for today. Not at all. Very powerful day in the market. Just running up essentially the entire day for the most part, ending at the upper Bollinger Band. Is it going to stop there, or is it going to push it on up? Well, we don't know. Short-term moving averages, of course, pointing up. This was a powerful enough move that the down move on the 14-day RSI was halted and actually clicked up slightly to join the stochastics, which have reversed. The CCI ticking up, the RSI ticking up, the MACD and the MACD histogram ticking up. Very, very powerful day, and quite a surprise, actually. I was um, at least expecting a more muted response, but nonetheless, it is what it is. Um, Going to the 60-minute with this powerful move up, did it break our negative divergences? Well, I'll take a look here. Well, we still have it in the CCI. Actually, it kind of got a little bit worse if it were to turn down, which, whenever it's like this for an extended period of time, it's easy to tell yourself, or for whichever side it tell itself, it's never going to end. It's going to go up or down forever. And so I'm sure that many people are of that mindset at the moment, but still have negative divergence in the CCI. The divergence in, at least some of the divergence in the stochastic was busted today. But there is, if we look even farther back, we still have that. But it could be busted up if tomorrow is another big day up. We still have negative divergence in the 14-day RSI moving average. We still have divergence in the MACD histogram. That actually getting worse. But nonetheless, very, very strong. Quite congratulations to the Bulls. Same thing with the SPX, getting up to the upper Bollinger Band, breaking really well the previous high. It was being tested and going kind of around and above and down. And today definitely put the hurt on that sucker. Almost getting to 1310, which was something I had postulated a long time ago. Maybe it could go up, break the previous high, fool everybody, and then dive back down. But we're going to have to see if that happens. This is a good move. Uptick on the CCI, the stochastics, the RSI, the histogram, the MACD, and even the 14-day RSI, which had leveled out but had not turned down. So, how about that? 60-minute time frame also looking once again for the divergences. Are they still there? We have to look way back for the stochastic to still have a divergence. So that is very close to being busted completely. Still have it in everything else. The CCI, the 14-day RSI moving average, the MACD histogram. So, yep, all still there. But I'm going to count out the SPX. It just needs a hair more, and it'll be that'll be done. The VIX. Wow. Last night we were looking at some evidence why it was the VIX not lying, and it was the Dow and the SPX that were lying. Well, today showed that that was wrong, and the VIX was lying. So that uptick was resolved completely between, well, actually the day after it had it, so really weren't even looking for that. But went up, kissed the upper Bollinger Band, backed off completely. We have a long ways to go to the 200-day for the retest. 14-day RSI moving average, though, still ticking up. Stochastics did get a downtick along with the RSI and the histogram. Actually, yeah, very slight on the histogram. MACD still ticking up along with side tick on the CCI. Um, so yeah, we could have the stochastics reset. It's going to take a lot to turn the 14-day down again, but it's still pointing up. It's still in oversold, but we're going to have to wait and watch that develop. And in the 60-minute time frame, looking to see if we still have negative divergence. This is a lot more iffy than the down the SPX. We can see that this is sloping up. The MACD histogram, the RSI, the not the stochastics that was busted today, and the CCI. So we're going to have to wait and see. This one is much more confused in the 60-minute time frame. TNA, another nice big move, hitting the upper Bollinger Band. We're going to have to see if it pushes it back tomorrow or backs away from it. Short-term moving averages, of course, pointing all up, along with the CCI. The stochastics aren't all pointing up. Another uptick on the 14-day RSI moving average, uptick on the RSI, the histogram, the MACD, very nice. 60-minute. Yes, we still have negative divergence in the CCI, not the stochastic that was busted today. Yes, in the 14-day RSI moving average. Yes, in the MACD histogram. And the RSI, yes, we do. It's much more slight, but it is there. XOI, why not? We'll do that one now. When oil is bullish, the market is bullish. And wouldn't you know it, big update on oil. Slight uptick on the 14-day RSI moving average. Stochastics moving on up, along with the CCI, the RSI, the histogram, and the MACD. Very, very nice looking in the 60-minute time frame. UUP. Oh, look at that. Big move down, gap down, and down all day long. Going in for a test of the bar, which isn't something to fear. That is completely natural and is a good thing. So I'm not overly concerned about that. Now, if we were to get complete crossover and separation prior to entering the bar, I would definitely be concerned. But downtick on the 14-day RSI moving average, down on the stochastics, the CCI, the RSI, the histogram, and the MACD. So then the question becomes, is this the end of the move in the dollar? Well, you can see a few things here. We can see that, yes, we have cleared a big level of support, and it goes all the way down to the major price consensus level, which is about halfway into the bar. So if it's going to be caught, that would be a good place to be caught. We have a little bit way back here, which aligns with the upper portion of the bar. But yep, that's going to be the area to watch, is just above 22.35, and that'll be very interesting. FXE, the euro. There's been a lot of false starts with the euro. It starts up just to fall back down. Uptick on the 14-day RSI moving average, uptick on the stochastics, the CCI, the RSI, the histogram, the MACD getting the bullish cross. Not too shabby. If this wants to go in for a bar retest, it coincides with the major price consensus level for this month. Not something to be feared. It is natural. And we're going to have to wait and see what it does. Going on to GLD. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice big green bar above the 200-day moving average. Complete crossover, getting some separation on the short-term moving averages going into the bar. I really like this move because it makes sense. The dollar was down a good amount today. Gold should be up. Either the dollar should go down or fear should go up for gold to go up. So I do like this move. 14-day RSI moving average just getting underway. Stochastic's already kind of high along with the CCI almost on the RSI. Histogram ticking up, MACD ticking up. This does look nice. It does look healthy. SLV is very similar to gold, and also a nice move. Essentially identical to gold, with the exception of the fast stochastic being lower than gold. But that's actually kind of a good move because if it wants to turn back up, it has more room to move to the upside, along with the 14-day RSI moving average. So yeah, that looks good. It makes sense to me. And lastly, GE. Trying to get a foretelling of the Dow. We had that downtick that has almost resolved itself, and oh, you know what? Nope, it still hasn't resolved itself. Close, but not quite. Getting a bullish engulfing of the real body of yesterday's candle. Downtick on the 14-day RSI moving average. Stochastics ticking up. CCI ticking down. RSI ticking up. Downtick on the MACD. Downtick on the histogram, even with today's green move. I still expect there to be a bar retest, and I had retested the 200-day moving average, but we're still just waiting for that. And that's about it. Kind of unexpected day, but housing was evidently good. I didn't see the numbers, but I saw the headline, and it looks like any excuse at the moment to go higher. We just need a excuse to go lower, a real one. We do have plenty of excuses, but none of them are working. So anyways, very, very interesting. Waiting for more information. I know that it's forthcoming. And as always, all investing decisions are your own. This chart and video are for entertainment, educational, and consumption of time purposes only.